Hi guys, and welcome back. In today's Pick a Card Tarot reading, we are doing a career and finances reading. So what is next in career or business or school or whatever material goal you have set? This reading was requested by a few different people actually, and I've been putting it off for some reason. But I guess now is the right time, and I just started the camera at 88% battery, so I guess that's extra confirmation that this is the right time for me to finally do this. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started. Today we have 3 groups to choose from. This is group 1, group 2, and group 3. You can choose a different pile for different projects or career focuses, whatever, or just do whatever you're drawn to, of course, as always. But anyway, for group number 1 today, we have Silver Leaf Jasper. For group 2, we have a faceted clear citrine. And for group 3, a polished lapis lazuli. So as always, take as much time as you need to decide which group or groups that you feel most drawn to. When you're ready, you can pause the video if you need, but when you're ready, please go ahead and click the corresponding timestamp in the description box below this video, and I will see you in just a second in your reading. Hi group 1, and welcome to your reading. You guys chose the Silver Leaf Jasper today. So the topic for today's Pick a Card Tarot reading is what is next in career and finance or business or school or whatever it is you came here for. And I'm sorry my voice is still a little bit funny. Still working on getting over this cold apparently. But I hope that doesn't bother you too much. But let's just get started. So let's see your room. Oh, we have Kenaz. So wouldn't be surprised if some of you are in school. That would be some confirmation for you. This rune is very much about, it's about learning. It's about honing your skills. It's about gaining new knowledge. But it's also about refinement. So I feel like since we're kind of looking into this next chapter of your career or business or schooling, I feel like we're refining your knowledge in some way. So this could be something like working on your thesis if you're in school, right? Like some kind of capstone of your knowledge. So if this is for your career or job, you're gaining some type of new skill that's going to specialize you a little bit more or make you stand out in your field a little bit more. And if you're not expecting that, that might be a piece of advice for you in your career. It might be to find some way to hone your skills or specialize. I feel like specialization is coming through a bit here. It's about getting really clear on your goals, who you are, and something that's going to make you stand out either in the career job market, in your schooling, or maybe among your colleagues. If there's some type of certification, specialization, extra project, or different type of project that will make you stand out for a promotion, something like that, I feel like you're being encouraged to do that. And of course, if we're talking about a business here, this is specialize more. Maybe hone in on a more unique market might be a piece of advice here. Or it just might be something that's naturally going to unfold over this chapter. But that's our overall theme here. So let's see what card. This card has been coming out a lot lately. So from the Norse mythology cards, we have Nana, which says steadfastness and loyalty. But I think she wanted to be reversed here. So there might be some kind of change. I don't feel like it's unexpected or unwanted though. I kind of feel like you kind of want to pivot. Like you kind of want to switch directions a little bit. For some of you, it's a little bit of a fuck you attitude to your current situation, either because you're dealing with a negative situation or people, or it's just not working for you. So you're just kind of like, you're ready. You're like open to changing direction, changing your style a little bit. shifting focus just a little bit. I mean, even the shape of this room is kind of like a little bit of a pivot, right? You're not totally abandoning something. You're just kind of changing the degree you move to and going in a slightly different direction. And I feel like if you've been called to do that, if you've had any ideas, even faint ones, I feel like you're kind of being called to pursue that. I feel like that's going to kind of help you reach those goals. So for instance, if this is school, you might change majors just slightly, to something compatible but different, like I don't know, organic chemistry to molecular biology, so something like that. Or like I said, just specializing in something in your career. But the fact that this is about steadfastness and loyalty, and I don't know what direction she wants to be. I just feel like maybe you're not going to be so loyal to whatever path it is, job, career. And it's not that other people won't be loyal to you. This is a choice coming from within you. Part of it feels really freeing. It's like I want to say the word reckless, but reckless is not it because it's controlled. It's ambitious, it's risk-taking, and like I said, there's a little bit of a fuck you attitude to whatever you're pivoting away from because it just doesn't matter to you anymore. Or it's been annoying you. Some of you may be annoyed with your current position, and that's maybe why. But let's see here. From the... sorry, my voice. Okay. From the herbal astrology cards, we have number 53, which is dandelion, and it says wounded healer. So that's interesting. That's the Chiron card, right? This is the astrology about traumas and pain. So maybe if some of you are dealing with a really difficult chapter right now, it's been very difficult. So this next chapter, you're going to be healing from it. And it's not just that you've taken whatever lessons or pain you've got from this and you're actually channeling it into whatever pivot you're making. Whatever that pivot is into a new specialization, a new job, a new, more specialized product, a more narrow target market for your business, whatever it is. It's like you're honing in, focusing in on something that resonates more with you at your core. Because maybe the current chapter or your previous chapters have been a little bit difficult, stressful, or you're dealing with coworkers, bosses, situations that just have been very negative, a lot of conflict, maybe for some of you. Some of you might have been let go from a job. It's because you actually need to hone in more. You need to get more detailed, more specific with what you want. And that's where you're pivoting to. Is something that resonates more with the core of who you are. Because the astrological associations on this card, right? We have Chiron and we have Jupiter. And Jupiter is expansion. So it's kind of like we're expanding from that place of pain and turning it into something beautiful like this rainbow here. And you do it really well. Because I feel like it's going to be kind of a fast expansion, actually. Once you figure out what this is, what you want to hone in on, what you want to pivot to, I feel like things are actually going to grow really rapidly. And a lot of opportunities are going to open up. And I say that because this is dandelion, right? And what's the cultural custom around dandelions? You take one, you make a wish, and you blow on it, and then all those seeds from that wish, they go out in all different directions. So I feel like it's going to be significant, many different little wish fulfillments working out. It's like those seeds are out there spreading and creating a lot of new opportunities for you. So obviously, if this is something like a business where you're getting more specific, more specialized, or you're getting a more specific target market with a new product or something like that, this is customers coming back towards you and expanding pretty rapidly because they're resonating with you, right? People, if you have a business, people buy from who they like, right? People who they resonate with, right? That's just kind of how business has been going, especially over the past decade. right? People are more likely to buy products if they know the owner. The owner is active on social media, is being personable and real with them. So there might be some level of advice here, which is be more real. If you're not running a business and selling products or services or whatever your business is, it's kind of the same thing in a job, right? People, and this is kind of unfair in a lot of ways, but the reality of the career market, jobs, business is people like to do business with people they like. People like to hire people they like, people that are kind of similar to them. But kind of what this reading is wanting to say is that you honing in and getting more specialized, getting more specific about who you are and what you want is actually going to line you up with better people. So you actually work with people you like and that like you back. I just feel like there's a lot of well, it's just vibrating on the same wavelength with everyone you're working with, or with your customers, or if you're a student, with your professors, or with your line of study that you choose. Okay, so from the Dominion cards, we have the Magic Lamp in reverse, we have the Tragic Hero, and we have Seller in reverse. So this is not something you luck into. Tragic Hero, this is more of that Chiron energy. It's crazy, that's coming out twice, basically. This is something you've worked for. You've put in effort. You've struggled. You've healed. You've learned a lot of hard lessons, and that is why the new opportunities are going to come in from you. With the Seller in reverse here, maybe some of you you've done a lot of healing. You've done a lot of shadow work specifically. You've faced your shadow. You've worked on healing that, and I feel like because of that, kind of what I've been trying to get at in this reading is there's something about your attitude that changes in this next chapter. And that's why some of you are just kind of saying fuck you to your current situation and you're pivoting away. Your attitude is like kind of a no bullshit attitude. You're just going to do what you want. You're going to do what makes you happy because life is short. Like, why am I going to stick around a job that I hate with people that don't like me? Or why would I put energy into something that's not going to pay back? You know? So you're going to find something because of this attitude change that is going to bring a lot of opportunities and specifically resonance with other people, which is the most important part in making money, right? Because that opens up the networking opportunities, that opens up your customer base, that opens up who gets promoted at jobs, you know, who gets hired, things like that. So I feel like you're going to be really likable to the people, the important people, the decision makers or the customers or something. There's something about you in this next chapter that's going to be really likable. Let me find the tarot deck that I want to use. 1 second. Let's go with, sorry. I guess I'll use this one. This is Spirit. Can you tell us more detail about the career and finances for group 1 in this next chapter? More detail for them, please. Knight of Swords. So it is happening fast and it's coming from within. Your attitude changes and you're just not taking no for an answer. You're not accepting bullshit. You're not letting people lowball you with job offers. It's like you are going after what you want, and I feel like the universe is just going to kind of match that energy and like give you what you want because of this no bullshit attitude. 2 of Cups in reverse. It might require an ending of a current relationship for some of you, like a business relationship. Maybe a romantic relationship though, if your partner's holding you back, you know? If it's someone that puts you down a lot, discourages you from, you know, achieving your dreams, then that might be something that has to go. That's probably only for like one person here, and you'll know if that's you because you've already been thinking that. I'm seeing the letter M. The letter M. So that's for somebody. 4 of Cups. Strength. I feel like you're not telling people your plans though. Part of your attitude change is you're not going to be talking to people about the changes you're making. You might be keeping it a little bit secret. It's just like something resolved within yourself that changes, but you kind of don't want to tell anybody else, because I feel like it could be advice too to not tell anybody else, because you don't want them to spit their own ideas on it or maybe talk you out of it, something like that. Because like I said, there's something about this new energy that's going to, I feel like, appear to the outside to be risk-taking or reckless, but it's actually not. And you know it. You know it deep in your core, because you feel it from your soul that it's not that much of a risk and it's right for you. King of Pentacles. I love it. Okay, that's what we want to see in a business and career reading, is the King of Pentacles and Temperance. So you will be getting divine assistance. And 6 of Wands on the bottom. Yes, please. Okay, this is recognition, being noticed, standing out. If some of you are currently unemployed, you've been looking for a job, this is you standing out to quite a few different people. You might be getting quite a few different interviews actually, and you're going to do well at your interviews because of this attitude change. People are reading your energy different. But yeah, so King of Pentacles, we're going to be seeing more success, more results. You're just certain of who you are. This is almost like it is leveling up in a way. It's carving out your own space. And there's divine assistance. There's divine assistance in helping you carve out this space. It's like almost like they have a light that's trying to say, here's your space. Please come this way. Pivot this way. Like the angels beckoning you. So some signs here, if you guys want the signs, we do have Sagittarius, we have Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, we have Leo, we have Cancer, and then a little bit of air as well for those of you who want the signs. But I kind of want to see your money, your finances. Obviously, it's going to be going well in this next chapter, but this next chapter is Jupiterian. It's growth. So especially if you're running a business, that might require capital up front, like if you need to purchase or create a new product line. So it might not be immediate expansive profits this next chapter, but there's expanse in your business. There's the correct direction in your goals, and whatever you do in this next chapter, it's going to lead to this the wealth of the King of Pentacles. If you stick with it, if you keep the attitude, if you don't change direction. But Spirit, let's get some clarity on the finances specifically for this next chapter, because all the seeds from the dandelion are being planted in this next chapter. So don't think it's like a bad thing if they're not manifesting over the next 3 months. They're being planted. So a few months later, then you're probably going to see those results, and they're going to be amazing because there's a lot of them. But let's see, finances for this next chapter, please, Spirit. No, okay. One more, please, Spirit. So that's the Sun. So we have Leo energy twice here. And we have that 6 of Wands. So there is something about standing out. So if any of you are looking for a job specifically, you're standing out. Your business is going to stand out more. You're going to stand out more to your bosses if you're looking for promotion, things like that. Standing out to your professors. You are going to be shining. So the Sun, Queen of Wands, 7 of Swords. It's bold strategizing energy, but so again, the seed planting is what's most important in this next chapter, but those seeds will fruit because you're taking bold action because you know that it's the right thing to do. But the Sun right here is telling me that there's not going to be stress, right? The Sun is about being carefree. You don't really have a lot of burdens weighing you down. So it's like there's not going to be financial stress. You're not going to be worried about money. You're not going to be worried about paying the bills. And you know that you're going to reap some pretty good rewards in the following seasons, but still during this time, it's not like you're going to be spending so much money or living paycheck to paycheck. You're going to be comfortable enough that you're going to be happy for this next season, and then it's gonna be for the long haul. Things are gonna go great. But anyway, that's what I have for you, group 1. I hope this resonated. If it did, please give this a like, a share, and comment down below what you thought, or even if it's just to let me know which group you were in. That's always appreciated. If you're new here and you liked this reading and you kind of like my vibe and my style, please consider subscribing. You are very welcome here. Feel free to check out my other videos. I make a lot of different pick a card tarot readings on this channel if you'd like to go check those out. But anyway, as always, thank you so much for being here, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye! Hi group 2, and welcome to your reading. You guys chose the clear citrine pyramid obelisk today. So the topic for today's pick a card tarot reading is what is next in career or finance or business, school, your project, whatever it is. Let's go ahead and see what that is. And I'm sorry for my voice. I'm still recovering from a little bit of a cold, so I hope it's not too annoying. Like the phone call I just got. So when I was cleaning up group 1, I looked at my phone and I had a voicemail. And I thought it was something else that was like really important, and I got really stressed out about it, and then I listened to it and it was like a scam call. So I don't know if that's something you've been dealing with lately, is a lot of just annoying nonsense just stressing you out for no reason like that, or maybe dealing with a lot of scammers or dishonest people, something like that. But let's see how your next chapter is going to go. And I love it. Okay, so your rune here, the overall energy for the next chapter, we have Perthrow. So this is luck. So fate, whatever is going to be happening in the next chapter, it's going to be, it could be lucky. It feels unexpected, like things happening in this next chapter in your business, career, whatever it is you came to this reading for. There's going to be unexpected changes, sudden, out of the blue types of changes, things you can't predict, things that they come out of left field, really, is kind of the phrase that I'm hearing. But let's see here your cards. So we have dog. Okay, so from the Norse mythology cards, and this means daylight, and it says clarity and novelty. So you will be getting some truth, you will be getting some answers. It could be a path lighting up for those of you who are feeling a little bit lost or stuck. Wow, okay. So from the herbal astrology cards, we have number 22, which says Jurgon Sacha, which says transfiguration. So that's a pretty explosive energy. And again, the explosive energy kind of makes sense when I'm talking about sudden unexpected changes. I'm gonna pull all these cards. So from the Dominion cards, we have the Pawn, and we also have the Tormentor. So, okay, this pile is not for you. If you are not currently or just coming out of a very toxic work situation, and if it's not a toxic work situation, it could just be some type of just really big stressors, like in your business, like someone going on a smear campaign or a lawsuit against your business or something like that. It feels like maybe in your current chapter, maybe with the Tormentor here, just straight up, someone's been tormenting you, or someone's been treating you like a pawn, someone's been treating you unfairly. It's like even if you did something slightly wrong, someone's blowing it way out of proportion and making it way worse than it actually is. It's like I'm seeing you exhausted and out of breath, and this has been so stressful. So if that's not resonating, that's probably not for you. This might not be your group. So just the imagery on this card, right? It's giving tower because there is a tower that's on fire and falling apart here. So if something recently ended at a negative workplace, maybe you were fired, maybe you were let go of, maybe someone lied about you. With the daylight card here, definitely some lies might be exposed in this next chapter. But it seems like something's got to go. Something's got to be torn down. And I feel like you're probably already in the process of that. If you are currently in a toxic work environment, that's going away. And it's going to go away. Suddenly and unexpectedly, and it might be uncomfortable. Like if you're still there, it might be uncomfortable, but it's kind of like you're already in a toxic workplace, so it's already uncomfortable, right? But obviously this is for a pawn here. This is for you to make a new move, a better move. So sudden unexpected changes of this next chapter. It's tower moments, but they're not all bad. Not all the bad ones are for you. You might actually witness, if you're in a toxic workplace or you have somebody attacking you in your business or your reputation or something like that, those people are going to get tower moments because there's exposure here. Maybe some lies are going to come to light, or someone else's incompetence is going to come to light. I feel like you're going to witness some karma for anybody who's been tormenting you in your work or something. Or this could be even an old toxic workplace. You might hear about some karma they're going through, or just some negative things. Like for instance, if this is a business that treated you poorly, their business might go under, you know? It's that kind of thing. And you're going to heal in this next chapter. And I feel like if you're in a toxic workplace, you are leaving it in this next chapter. And I'm sorry if you don't want to hear that, but it's just like you have to let go of something. You have to burn the old to allow the new. And there's something, because there's like fire and light in all of these cards. So something has to burn away, right? Just like the phoenix has to be burnt so it can be reborn. But there is something about the rebirth energy with the pawn here. You get to make a brand new first move, a brand new start in something. And obviously that something is going to be better because we have a spirit guide on this card, or at least that's how they're looking to me right now, right? They're healing you from this. They're guiding you towards something that's way better. It's more exciting. It's like, stop paying attention to the fire and flames and pain and torment over here and come this way. Come this way. It's better. It's shinier. It's fun. It's light. It's free. So some of you must be resisting wanting to leave something that's not right for you. Probably because there's toxic people, or it might just be the wrong career path for you. And it's not making you happy. And sometimes if that's the case, if it's wrong, we have to have a tower moment. It has to go up in flames. So you can go where the spirit guides are leading you, which is, they're saying it's light, they're saying it's free, they're saying it's easy. Maybe some of you are so overburdened, because I keep being drawn to the posture of this dude in this card. He's like hunched over. He can't breathe. He's got so many burdens on his back. He can't do it anymore. He's fucking exhausted, right? Maybe a lot of people have been just throwing burdens and piles on your back, and you're just tired now. You can't take it anymore. And so the universe is kind of being like, okay, you can't take it anymore. We'll take it away from you. No big deal. Even though that's terrifying, right? Because when things go up in flames, it doesn't feel fun. But it's like they're trying to say, let this go so we can give you this. It's so good. Just trust us. It's so good. It doesn't seem like it's so good, but it's so good. It seems like they're guiding you towards something really fun. And they keep saying light, like it's easy. You're not going to be hunched over like this. Like it's whatever you're going to do, it's not even going to feel like work. Your brain's not going to be all cluttered. You're going to be free to be creative. You're not going to have a bunch of negative people. You're actually going to be surrounded by supportive co-workers or people or clients or customers or something like that. Like, I don't know, because I just keep seeing it's not just burdens on your back, it's mental clutter. Like there's something about your current situation that's like, it's fogging up your brain so you can't see clearly. Some of you might actually just be smokers, and there might be some encouragement to maybe stop fogging up your brain so much. Only take that if it resonates, of course. But regardless, even oh, that might be coming through. Like if you're using any type of vice to deal with the stress of this place, it's just like they're wanting to highlight, look how this is affecting your health, your physical health, your mental health. It's not good for you. So when it goes away, it's a blessing. Even if it's stressful because you don't trust that, I don't know, things are going to be stable again, you have enough finances or what's going on, right? Because when you don't have the clarity and you don't know what's going on, it's terrifying and it's stressful in its own right. But they want to bring you the fun, free, happy thing. So follow the light. It's like a little spark of a light. And just keep following it. But okay, Spirit, let's get more detail. Please, about group 2's next chapter in career and finance. Seems like some of you, like, maybe the light is so faint, it's like a little speck. You can't quite see it right now. But just maybe feel your way into seeing it. Because, like, if we look at the sun, it's like eclipsed. So even the light from the sun, it feels like it's been blacked out right now. But I feel like that's largely to do with the mental stress and the physical tension maybe that the situation has caused you. It's harder to see. Things are blocked out. But anyway, tarot. 8 of Wands. And 4 of the Swords. So 8 of Wands is fast-paced, which is making sense with this energy. Sudden upheavals, sudden changes, unexpected things coming in, tower moments. That's all very sudden, fast-paced energy. So I feel like a lot of different things are going to happen really quickly, and they're not all bad. It might just start with this bad stuff, right? Because we have the 4 of Swords, and the 4 of Swords is about rest and healing. And part of this next chapter is to give you a break, especially if you're hunched over like this guy and you can't breathe and there's too many sticks on your back. You have to take that space to rest. And one second, I need to pull a couple more cards. So the 4 of Swords. These cards, they have Jupiter right here. It's like the more you rest, the more something's gonna expand, like your wealth or your stability or just something about whatever it is you're working on, maybe even your business. It's like if you rest, it will expand. Like Jupiter is only going to be able to come in and expand things if you have the space to allow it. So it's like you need a period of rest and healing. And it's not like if you do that, things are going to stop, because the 8 of Wands here, this is still a lot of communication. This is still a lot of busy stuff happening. But like, I feel like in this next chapter, maybe you're a little bit more detached. Because I feel like maybe you're just kind of letting it go. Maybe you're chilling out more and you're just kind of letting luck, this Perthro rune on this Jupiter, you're just kind of letting luck take over. And I feel like luck might actually do something for you. But it's only going to do it if you allow yourself to rest and heal. Especially if you have a lot of blinders on, because I'm seeing blindfolds and I was seeing this eclipse to the light. Just trust that you're kind of being lucked into and carried into where you're supposed to go. Just as long as you focus on healing from this. And resting. Spirit, tell us more about this next chapter for group 2. We have the Page of Wands. Yeah, so it might be something totally new, like a totally new adventure. And fast-paced. You're still moving quickly, even though you're resting. And I feel like Maybe some of you in your mind, you think if you stop and rest and just chill out about the situation and stop stressing about it, that everything's gonna fall apart. But the reality is, the stuff you're not supposed to have, it's gonna fall apart anyway. So you might as well be chill during that process. Because it's happening quickly. Like, these are 2 cards of speed. Just start taking the steps towards the light, even if you can't really see where they're going yet. It might have to do with animals for some of you. Pets. We have the 6 of Wands and the 2 of Wands. So this is definitely going to be a really unique path. Once you see what it is, once you know what it is, I feel like you are going to start running towards it. But you have to heal a little bit first to be able to run. With the 6 of Wands here, that's more Jupiter energy. So things, you're going to be really lucky in this next chapter. It's not going to feel like it in the beginning, but there's a lot of luck coming towards you. And 6 of Wands, this might lead to fame or recognition, or at least, especially if you're coming away from really negative people or a job or something that's been tormenting you. Quite frankly, you might end up in a place where you can basically rub it in their faces, where you are kind of going to be on top of them. Especially anyone who is trying to hold you down, especially if it was a boss or someone with higher status than you, it feels like you might rapidly actually be above them somehow. And maybe you're not the type to rub it in their face, but you'll be in a position to do so if you want it. Sorry, still a little sick, like I said. I want to ask specifically about your money, like how your finances are going to look in this next chapter, especially for you, Group 2, because if some of you are going through chaos and, tower moments, things like that's the worst, that uncertainty. But let's see, how is Group 2's money going to be in this next chapter? Group 2's money. So that's the Emperor and the 7 of Pentacles. So that's a disciplined energy. It's not an unstable energy. It's actually a very stable energy, right? The 7 of Pentacles is getting some fruits from your labor. But it feels like maybe you're not quite as free to spend in this next chapter, but it's going to be worth it. You might have to be a little bit more disciplined with your finances, but it's going to pay off if you are. I don't feel like there's going to be like actual financial stress. 3 of Wands. Jupiter, expansion. You are going to be lucky. Jupiter is also a planet of just like luck, and we have the luck rune here. So you are going to luck into something, opportunities, and I feel like it's just going to come from you resting and then following that spark of light till it gets brighter and brighter and brighter. And there's just going to be more and more luck happening. Meeting more and more people that help you. Opportunities. People that want you. You're going to have a lot of choices as well. But the 3 of Wands coming up when I asked you how your money is going to be, this is growth, right? So your money is going to grow in this next chapter, and I'm not exactly sure how that's going to be, if you're going to save more, because I do keep seeing a savings account. And I don't know if it's because some of you are maybe unemployed right now and you're like living off your savings or something. And I'm sorry, but it does seem like you're going to be stable. You're going to be fine. You're not going to run out of money if that's the case. But your savings account might grow. Your investment accounts might grow suddenly. Like you might have there's just luck in finances. But this is an expansion of your finances while you're being disciplined about money. So I feel like you're spending less, but your money's still growing. So either some of you are just saving more if you have an income that's still coming in. Some of you, like if you're running your own business, your income might increase more. And for others of you, like if you're literally in between jobs because you just got fired from all this negative stuff or something like that, somehow your money's still going to increase. I don't know if it's going to be massively, but it's going to be enough. there will be increase no matter what your situation, and it's probably going to be lucky and unexpected, like what I've been saying from the beginning. Some sort of lucky, unexpected financial increase. But anyway, that's I think that's all I have for you right now, group 2. So anyway, if this resonated, you'll make it through this. Don't worry. But if this resonated, please give this video a thumbs up, a share, and comment down below to let me know what you thought, or even if it's just to let me know what group you were in, or if you're in a stressful situation, if you just need to vent about those people, I understand. I also just kind of like hearing about all your stories anyway. But anyway, if you're new here and you liked this reading and you kind of like my vibe and my style, please consider subscribing. You are very welcome here. Feel free to check out my other videos as well. I make a lot of different pick a card tarot readings over here on a variety of topics. But anyway, as always, thank you so much for being here, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye! Hi group 3, and welcome to your reading. You guys chose the lapis lazuli today. So the topic for today's pick a card tarot reading is what is next in career and finance, or business and school, whatever it is you came here for. Let's just see what your next kind of material chapter is going to look like. And just forgive my voice, I am still a little bit sick, so I'm sorry if I sound funny. I hope it's not too annoying. But anyway, let's get started. So, your rune is Isa. So, that's ice. It's about being frozen, being stagnant. So, a lot of you could be currently in a situation where you are a little bit frozen or stagnant, and you're wondering, you know, are things going to change? Are things going to pick up? And am I going to get out of this situation? Is there going to be a little bit more excitement, more money, something like that coming in? And this could also be for some of you, if you're dealing with the opposite of that, a little bit too much excitement and stress and bullshit you don't want to deal with. This next chapter could actually be one where you get to rest and be at peace. And so, okay, what's weird to me is that's the rune of peace and rest, right? It's about winter time, so you know, time where you start taking things a little bit more slowly, self-reflect, things like that. But I'm actually feeling nervous, like maybe that's some of your current energy. I don't know if some of you are going to be nervous for some reason in this next chapter. But let's see, from the Norse mythology cards that we have Mani, which is the god of the moon. And it says unresolved emotions. So, the moon, like the moon tarot card, can indicate a lot of anxiety. There is something about anxiety here. To be honest, though, it kind of feels like a good nervous, like when you're going to a job interview, kind of nervous. But a little bit of I don't know. It's more like an overthinking kind of nervous, or you're feeling a little bit insecure, or even a little bit of desperation. So I could just be picking up on some of you that are, you know, in between jobs right now. It's still a stressful job market. It has been for the past 2 years or so now. But just the fact that if you're in that situation, the fact that I'm picking up that kind of nervousness might be that you are going to be getting some job interviews and maybe succeeding, breaking the ice here specifically. So the other card here we have is the Rule of 3, and it says informed decision. Third time's a charm. Don't give up yet. Or there is or will be some type of big decision being made about you by someone higher ups, someone with more authority. So that could be that you're applying for jobs, looking to get a job type of situation. So you will be getting some type of decision. For instance, if you're applying to go to schools or something like that, or get into some kind of program, I could be picking up on these authority figures. For instance, if you are a business, this could be loan approval, things like that, you know, just a promotion, like a council of people making a decision about you, but with the moon here, it's a little bit foggy, so maybe you're nervous about it. You're not sure if you're gonna get it. You're not sure if the decision is going to be positive, and maybe that's why we have Isa here. There's just waiting. There's anticipation for whatever this decision is going to be. Okay, so from the herbal astrology cards, we have number 23, which says milk thistle, and it says peaceful warrior. Are some of you feeling misunderstood? Because what I'm being drawn to is actually the skunk on her head, right? Like, people are scared of skunks because they smell funny and they don't smell good. And if you get near them, they'll spray a smell on you. But they're actually sweet little gentle critters, right? Like, maybe some of you are just really struggling with, you're going to be misunderstood by these decision makers. Or maybe you're just feeling misunderstood in your current work environment. You're not sure why. Maybe you're not fitting in there. I also keep seeing something about battle scars or scars on someone's neck. Maybe you're tired of speaking up. You're tired of trying to prove yourself, something like that, and it's just not working. But I feel like maybe that's going to be something that changes in this next chapter. Let's see. So from the Dominion cards, we have replace. Okay. We have merchant in reverse, and then we have lurker in reverse. So I love lurker in reverse for those of you who are currently looking for a job or feeling stressed out because you're waiting on someone else's decision, because like the search is over. You don't have to keep looking anymore. So you will find a job in this next chapter if you're looking for one, or a loan or something like that. If you run a business, you might have to cut off a relationship with one of your vendors or something like that. For some of you, only take that if it resonates. So replace. Something's going to be changed in your next chapter. And like I said, if you're looking for a job, you're going to find that job. We'll get more specific with the tarot in a minute here. But this could be at your current place of work. Like, your boss might be replaced. Your department might be shaken up. There might be a lot of just big shifts and changes, and maybe that's what's kind of causing this anxiety or this anticipation that I've been feeling. Because you're not sure how those changes are going to affect you. But it seems like some of you might get a different boss, or there just might be a leadership restructuring. However, some of you might take your boss's place. Like, I kind of feel like these decision makers we're waiting on here, it feels like, you know why it feels anxious? It feels like there's disagreement from the decision makers because it's a group of people. Some of them are like pro you and some of them are like against you. Not against necessarily maybe, but they're just like not totally in favor of you, but it just feels like it's gonna end up siding in your favor here, because it seems like, I mean, there's 3 people on this card. It could be any number of decision makers depending on your situation, but like, it's like 2 of them are in favor of you, 1 is against. But maybe because 1 is against, it just takes longer than it should to make the decision. But it just seems like in general it's going to be going in your favor. It might just take a little bit longer. But yeah, I feel like there could be some kind of promotion going on here if you have a job. Something like that. If you have a business, there might be some kind of brand reaching out to you to work with you, to promote with, something like that. But Spirit, can we get actual detail now with the tarot? Can you tell us more about Group 3's next chapter? How is that going to go? We have the Sun. Okay. So positively, we're going to say the Hanged Man. I also just feel like it's going to be kind of quiet. I mean, and that's a little bit of this icy energy here is things are just a little bit quiet. There's not a lot of hustle and bustle, but it doesn't mean things aren't going to be improving for you. But I do feel like, again, the Hanged Man here, that this is waiting energy for some kind of decision from these authority figures. But with the Sun coming out first, it is a positive decision. You will get the job, you will get the promotion, or the loan, or the whatever it is you're waiting on. You'll get into the school, something like that. It seems like, however, during the waiting process, you are stressing yourself out and putting yourself in a bit of a mental prison until then. Because if you look at this specific Hanged Man, his head is literally in a bird cage. And he's even holding a spoon. So it's like he has this bird cage around his head, and he's occasionally banging the spoon around it and making it all loud and, stressing himself out for no reason. So it's like, don't do that. There are just like, there's chaos among the authority figures, the decision makers here. That's just kind of making it take longer. It might not even be people disagreeing about you. It just might be, like I said, company restructuring, other big decisions going on, other things taking priority over making the decision about you. But they will come back to it, and they will get to it, and it will be like the Sun is like the most positive card in the deck. You will get that. Six of Pentacles here. So of course there's going to be fair exchange as well. Maybe even some increase. It could be a slight raise for some of you if you're looking for a promotion, or if you're getting a new job. It might be more than you were making before. I'm also seeing something about like an education stipend. Like this new company or your current company might give you something that's gonna like pay for some extra study or certifications or something, like some type of education, like free education for you, which is kind of cool. Let's see, what else? What else is coming? Okay, Four of Wands. So that's two positive cards we have now. So yes, definitely it's going to be a good decision. You're just going to stress yourself out and make yourself nervous about it until then. So I guess your advice is try not to do that. There's also this insecurity thing, right? Because like I was getting with the skunk, it's like you're so afraid people are going to misunderstand you. Like, as an example, if you are going into job interviews, it's like you're walking into there nervous because you think they're going to misunderstand you and you're not going to communicate well. Maybe some of you are just not naturally strong interviewers, or you feel like you're not for some reason. So it's like that insecurity it shows. And so maybe there's also this little bit of advice to like stop talking yourself into feeling insecure or less than, or that people misunderstand you, or that people aren't going to like you. It's almost like some of you are walking into these situations with they're not going to like me anyway, and then so they're kind of reading that in your energy or something. It could even be how your resume is written for those of you looking for a job. But it's like, it's not actually true, because you're actually, with the star here, you're actually special, you're actually unique. So if that is resonating with you, that is something you need to work on. It's just like, owning your uniqueness, owning your star quality here. Walk in there like you own the place. Walk in there like you are actually good at what you do, because you actually are, right? So yeah, I guess maybe the message is like, stop worrying what they think too much, because it might be coming across as desperation when I feel like there's no reason for it, because you're good enough, you shine enough, you're good enough at your job. Like, I'm seeing actual skill, like quite a lot of skill, maybe a lot of experience for some of you, and that should pay off. You're just like, for some reason you think you're unseen, and I don't feel like you are, or something like that, or you think people are misunderstanding you, and if they are, it's only because you're dimming your own light. It's only because you're wearing a bird cage around your own head, overthinking things. Also, don't keep that bird cage like around your heart either. There's also this message here. It's like, you don't have to like hide your emotions and like the reality of who you are necessarily. it feels like some of you are maybe just flattening your personality a bit, and that might actually be what's kind of causing a bit of this insecurity. It's because you don't feel like you can be yourself around certain people, but it's actually like if you did express yourself a little bit more, people would actually really like that. I feel like that would actually lead to some pretty positive outcomes for you. Okay, and then the last card I pulled here, we have the Three of Pentacles, which is an excellent card for a career and business reading, right? This is a lot of collaboration, a lot of teamwork. So I do feel like something in this next chapter, maybe you're going to be working on a new project, working with a new team, working with different people, might be a new boss, like I said, for some of you. But whatever it is, it's going to be something where you are going to be able to express your skills and talent or show them off in a new way. That's kind of going to allow people to see you in a different light, especially if you have a new project to work on or case, or maybe it's a slightly different position within the same company or something for you. It's just like whatever it is you're going to be doing, you're going to have an opportunity to show yourself off, show your skills, show what you're capable of, and it's going to stand out. It's going to make you very noticed, especially by decision makers, since decision makers are really key in this energy today. But as far as signs go, for those of you who need them, we have Capricorn, we have Aquarius, we have Aries, Taurus. I can't remember what Hanged Man is all of a sudden. My mind just went blank. But we also have Leo. So now I just want to close out by seeing how your finances are going to be for the next chapter. Anything to do with your money related to this career stuff or not, we just want to kind of see. So Spirit, can you tell us more about Group 3's money? Group 3's money in this next chapter. Knight of Wands. So I think things are going to be charging forward pretty well. Let's see. Money. Knight of Wands, King of Wands. Some of you feel like your finances are totally in someone else's hands, totally in someone else's decision. Five of Pentacles. And that makes sense, right? If you're in between jobs, or some of you are just stressed out, maybe you're afraid you're going to lose your job. I don't know what this anxiety is about, but I feel like the fact that the Five of Pentacles is coming out after this Nine of Wands, it's more of a mental stress. This next chapter is going to be fine. You're going to be stable. Like you're at this King of Swords energy. You're managing your money just fine. With the Knight of Wands coming out first, you even have the ability to take a few risks with your money. The problem is, it's like overthinking is making you worry more about money than you even need to. Like there's worry and stress that's blocking you from the reality of your financial situation. But like this is a period where, like, even if you, not too much, but like if you took some risks with your money, like made some high interest investments, I feel like those are going to pay off. I mean, intelligent risks, right? We gotta keep that King of Swords, logical, rational mindset about money, but it seems like you're already solidly doing that, and you have the ability to take risks. You might just worry yourself out of it, which is fine, right? If you feel more safe by not spending, not taking any risks, then definitely don't do it. I feel like they just want to come in and say that actually things still are... Things are more stable than your head is making you think, for those of you who are worried. But for others of you, if you're not worried about your finances at all, it just seems like with the Knight of Wands and the King of Swords there, it seems like just the message is just keep going. You're doing everything right, and there will be growth. But anyway, that's what I have for you, Group 3. I hope this resonated. If it did, please give this video a thumbs up, share, and comment down below to let me know what you thought. Even if it's just to let me know which group you were in, that's always appreciated. If you're new here and you liked this reading and you kind of like my vibe, please consider subscribing. You are very welcome here. And feel free to check out my other videos as well. I make a lot of different pick a card tarot readings over here, which you can find categorized under the playlist tab on my channel page. So go check those out if you're interested. But anyway, as always, thank you so much for being here, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye!